So let's get a feel of protractor by making one. So it's quite simple actually. We just need a sheet of paper and a compass. So let me show how do we go about doing this. So this all has to do with folding. Okay. So I have a sheet of paper. I'm taking one point. That would be the center for my circle. So that is our compass. Hold it properly and draw a circle. Complete circle. So my pencil is a bit light, if not, and the video quality is not that great, honestly. So after that, I happen to cut I happen to cut it and I have a circle. It's basically that. Now, what do? We start with the first fold. See, as of now, I'm holding a 360-degree turn, basically. By folding once, what will happen? The 360 is getting divided by half, and that would be 180-degree. So what I'm holding now is half of the circle. So basically it measures 0 degree and 180-degree. So that is our baseline per se. Remember, protractor can be a big circle or it can be half the circle. So this second fold, I'm seeing to that lines are overlapping. All of this line overlapping and all of this we have discussed. Why should it overlap and what does it result in? In our paper folding activity, we have done all of this. So this from here, we'll get 90-degree and 270-degree basically. So all of this put together, we have 4 sectors. Sectors are this region actually. Anyways. So basically, if I call this as 0 degree, this will be 90-degree, 180-degree and 270-degree. And this is the center. This we have seen with our turtle activity. So left 90, it's like this. Left 90, these are all the angles that we have on our sheet of paper. Left 90 again. So all this entire thing, whatever the turtle turned towards, all of those angles we are able to measure. Let's continue. So further folding, what will happen? So basically, I'm folding here. Okay, I'm folding, say something like this. The question is, what will happen? What is that we are ending up with? We'll discuss that. Let's continue. So I'm trying to show that the lines are overlapping. Can you see that? Lines are overlapping. And that's our new line. I was about to start writing the values. Then I thought, you know what, we can make one more fold. Then you'll get equal sector. We'll get around how many? 8, I guess. This leads to right, guys. So that's that. So that's 0. That's 90. That's 180. That would be how much is what I'm asking you guys. Okay, the quality is actually bad. I don't know why. It's too pixelated. So basically, this is what we started off with. Then it folded it into half. Then from 0 degree to 180 degree, we got 90 degree, and how much will this be? 180 plus 90 is 270 degree. Then we did one more folding. It's over here. And we did one more folding. Now, 0 to 90 degree. If I fold it once, what is the angle over here? Correct. 45 degree. How did I get 45 degree? If people who didn't get that, how we got 45 degree, please think about it. It's quite simple. 90 half is 90, half of 90 is 45 degree. Similar to how the entire 360 got divided into half and we got 180 degree. And from 180, we got 90 by dividing by 2. Similar to that, 90 divided by 2 is 45 degree. And how much will this be? This measure be? That will be 135 degree. 90 plus 45 is 135. Okay. So if you keep adding 45, 45 over here, you will end up with different value, 225. And this will be 5 and 4, that will be 315 if I'm right. And 45 again, that will give us 45, 360 degree, correct. Perfect. So we have this, very simple. If we keep further folding, we'll get more angles. Okay, and each angle is to be divided with 2 and 2 and so on and so forth. So basically, let's look at what we did. Draw a circle, cut the circle, fold it into half, mark 0 and 180 degree. Right, we did that. Fold again, fold the semicircle in half to create a quarter circle. So this is a quarter circle. Quarter of a circle. Agree? Mark 90 degree, label at the topmost point as 90 degree, so that we have done. Further fold, continue folding the semicircle into smaller equal parts, and we end up with 45, 135, which we have got again. If I fold 45 degree again, we'll get 22.5. We can keep doing that. That's left to you guys. How does this work? Folding for 90 degree. Let's discuss that. You started with straight line, that is 180 degree. By carefully folding the line exactly in half, the crease you created effectively bisects. Okay, what does this bisect mean? Note on bisect. See, bi means 2 and sect means cut. Okay guys, actually this is to cut. So bisect means cutting into two parts. So bisect is two parts. Bi is to cut. Two equal parts. So we are bisecting 180 degree, perfectly forming two 90 degree angles. Right? That's what happened over here. Now, how do you fold for 45 degree? Again, you would then take the 90 degree angles and fold it precisely in half again. This fold acts as a bisector for 90 degree, yielding to 45 degree. Each time you fold a angle in half to create smaller precise angle division, you are performing an angle bisector, which is fundamental to marking out degree on your homemade protractor. So basically here the keyword is bisect, which means, write the meaning. The meaning is divide into two exactly equal parts. Okay, that's that. So pause and have a look. And do try this at home. And at the end, please take a protractor and check if the values are right. Let me actually do that. Okay, I have everything arranged. So as you can see, the centers are arranged, right? Let me do that. Can you see that centers are aligned or overlapping and the arms are overlapping? And it's not exact actually, but 0, 180, okay, perfect. 90 degrees, good. 135, it's almost right, and 45 is not exactly right, but yeah, we have a rough protractor. I hope you guys do all of this. This is for a concrete understanding of any given topic. Hands-on activity, that is.